Washington, it's Husky Stadium. High noon is here, and this showdown is ready to roll on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
All right, Holly. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Huskies offense will have the football first. And here comes Devon Williams. There's no way to describe it other than he just wasn't seeing the field last time out, throwing 7 interceptions. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Running to Green. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the ground game. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points anyway.
Oh, what vision! Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Edwards. Bringing the heat. That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. Third down coming up.
Well, great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That's
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Williams to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Williams looking for a man. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing, Williams. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Washington. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Washington! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Got him. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Leaves it with the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And down he goes.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, he got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the North Carolina sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air, it's Edwards. Under fire. Makes the grab. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's shipped. Knocked down for the tackle. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Right down the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Williams. Gonna try to get it himself. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense...
Here's a little room there. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant.
Touchdown, Huskies! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. To the air, it's Edwards. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He breaks a tackle. Strong run and a pickup of 5 out to the 15.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
He's going to fire deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Play fake, Williams. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel. Football's going, got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
They'll go back to work on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Defense looks like they're coming. Wants to throw again. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
What an unbelievable one-handed grab by that wide receiver. David, there was nothing that defender could have done on that play.
Yeah, and I don't know what you want these defenders to do. You're right, it was pretty good coverage, but you got so many receivers now that they run so fast, and you got these big targets.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Gets it to the back. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Set sail out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Williams. This time it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Williams will pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catches it at the 30. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
Gets it to him on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass, it's Edwards. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Got his man. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Here's Williams to throw. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throwing, Williams. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Washington sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's going to let it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Williams. Got a man, it's Miller. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Washington wants to go quickly.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Williams looking for a man. He'll take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. Smashes ahead. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Thurman. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Now Washington uses this 3rd timeout, and they can't stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Catching up with North Carolina's head coach coming out of the locker room. His quarterback, not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Ship. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The RPO, it's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll get rid of it. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it back to the 24-yard line, and this defense loves to feast on takeaways. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the...
Makes the grab in their space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Williams. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Williams will pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
Runs through the tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Punts it out of the air. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UNC!
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute and you got to lock in.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here's Williams to throw. It's complete. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. Washington right back to the line. Quarterback making checks. Williams looking for a man. Takes the grab on the left. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Williams. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's Carr. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Throwing, Williams. Got a man, it's Miller. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to throw for it. Got his man. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down.
He's loose on the right. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll run the screen. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Husky. They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Hauls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Finds his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to keep it in the air. Completes it in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, North Carolina.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Guys checking in from the Washington sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Williams. They're working that left side. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff, Washington goes left.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Williams works the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Huskies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Williams will pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock.
Touchdown, Husky. Excellent pass by the back on the option. Ready to try the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's go down to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the North Carolina sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Reese?
Okay, Holly. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got an open man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
The Tar Heels in the hurry-up. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and, man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. They just keep firing. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up with tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So the defense can't stop the clock 3 times here, so they can't just kneel on it. Need to pick up a first down and protect this lead. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. And the Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Working that left side now. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. North Carolina will call it second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Might be changing the route. Here's Williams to throw. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
He'll return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Fires on the move. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.